Welcome to One Oven Cook. Today we're going to cook carbonara with a creamy mushroom sauce. The first thing you do is prep your, now obviously because we're using mushrooms, you've got to clean your mushrooms. All you need to do is just get a paper towel and do that. Simple as that, it's not real rocket science. And then what you do is just prep your mushrooms. And you chop them down, and so you can't get them in just dicing squares, but basically just get them a bit smaller, that's all you need. There we go. The same with these guys. I've only just touched the mushrooms, but I'm going to be extra careful and just wash my hands again. I know I'm probably telling my granny how to suck eggs when it comes to doing hygiene in the kitchen, but I've got to say, every time I touch anything in the kitchen, be it raw food, meat, etc., wash my hands first. And once I've touched the meat, I wash my hands a second time. It's only hygienic. So what you do is you set these aside meantime, and then you need to find another bowl to do my eggs. Today what I use tagliatelle rather than spaghetti, because I feel you get a better grips. You get a better grip because it's on strips of pasta rather than wee thin bits of pasta, and that's the way I prefer to do it. So I'm going to prep my egg. There we go, in we go. Put that in there. So we're going to add a wee drop of Parmesan to that as well. There we go, that'll be absolutely beautiful. And now I'm going to add some double cream. Everything. That's fresh double cream. Then you set that aside for later. And what we're going to do now is what they call the lardons. And these are actually smoked pancetta, which are nicer because they've got a wee bit of fat on them. And you render off the fat, which is why you need this to be relatively cool. So that's one. Two. Now, just a wee tip, before you touch the pasta, wash your hands again. Because if you're touching raw meat, you never go back to putting something like pasta in a bowl with your hands if you touch raw meat. So, the beauty of this pasta is it only takes 4 minutes to boil, which is absolutely brilliant. There we go. That's absolutely fantastic. Lovely and golden the way it should be. Basically what I'm going to do is transfer the pasta into here, and it just gives it a better flavour. So now, as I say, what we're going to do is transfer this across to here, and it doesn't matter that the water's still there. That's absolutely fine. And get as much of the pasta as we can. Add the last ingredient, which is the egg and the Parmesan and the double cream. There we go, look at that, fantastic. What you can do is, obviously the ones around the side here, you can add them later when you're plating it. So this is the final stage, as they say, plating it. And what we do is move this over here. Oh, looks lovely. Bon appetito. I think that's what it's called. So here we go. Now the problem with the big strips is, they do tend to stick to the side of your mouth, so apologies for that in advance. Beautiful, beautiful.